So former President Obama and then President Trump made comments on aliens recently, and I just figured I had to make a post on this, and so I'm gonna roll the tape and then have some comments afterwards.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
Well,
he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, the president can declassify anything that he wants to. So
Well,
if
maybe
you
I'll
want
get
to
him
make
out
an
of trouble.
announcement,
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
Barack Obama.
So it's funny how they both worded things. Obviously, Obama's saying that aliens are real. He hasn't seen them unless there's a big conspiracy that's been hiding it from presidents, which there's been plenty of people have gone on deep dives on that, and certain presidents weren't briefed. That's the word going around anyway. I've dove deep into this stuff, but both Obamas, I'll just start with Obama. His statement was very calculated, and in the past he's dropped nuggets on late shows in the past. But what I find incredibly interesting is the fact that Trump is saying that it's classified. And this could essentially be a really clever way, without actually spilling the beans, to say that, oh, what Obama said was classified. That's essentially saying, yeah, they're real. That's just one thing that comes to mind. It indicates there's a there. When you watch this video and you see Trump, you can see his gears are turning in his head and what he wants to say. And it almost even turns awkward. I believe it's Peter Ducey that's interviewing him, or that asked him the question. Again, you can tell there's a there. And it's funny. Another indication that maybe Obama's statement is accurate about aliens is the fact that Trump said, I may get him out of trouble. I don't know. I could do it. And I think Trump would love to be the president, to be given credit for whatever it is, The UFO subject is so diverse and has such a wide gambit of connections that you can't pin it down to any one thing. It's a conversation that goes on for a long time. But seeing Trump react the way he did, and then direct Pete Hegseth, so far we haven't seen any executive orders, but on social media, Trump obviously directed all the appropriate authorities to investigate and show us what's up. And I hope Trump is the disclosure president. The disclosure president. That would be freaking amazing, guys. I've been in this rabbit hole for so long. You could ask my father. I just spit it out, and it doesn't even make sense half the time. But when I get my thoughts gathered, they do. I gotta put things down and make sure I keep things legit. I also find interesting how Obama says there's no underground base at Area 51. Like, we all know that there is an underground base. Whether or not you believe Bob Lazar and his story is another thing, but his story is that he worked at Site 4, which was part of Area 51. And there's other people that say there's underground facilities there. They're called dumps, deep underground military facilities or programs. But yeah, this is incredibly interesting, guys. I can't wait to see how it rolls out. One thing, I haven't heard anybody really talk about. One is something I already brought up, which is nobody's saying that since Trump said it was classified, that indicate. I mean, I guess I've here and there, but the main one is that what if, because we all know AARO, the all domain anomaly resolution office with Sean Kirkpatrick, it was a joke, just like Project Blue Book was. It was supposed to explain away all these UFO incidents as just mere, just real easy explanations for a lot of these. And they would take layups. They would take these easy sightings that clearly weren't, and they wouldn't cover the real stuff. It's clearly a front. And that's why Kirkpatrick isn't in the position anymore. But the point I would like to make is that what if they do know what it is, and so that way, if they do, whoever it is that does know, they can't say it's an unknown object because they know what it is. And so if there's we can talk all day about UFOs and try to speculate what they are, but if they have a craft, which if you listen to some of Ross Coulhart's reporting, there's crash retrievals for sure, and it's fascinating. I don't even know where to go with this. I should probably just leave it at that. Let you guys let that roll around in your head, and we may not be alone. I guess I'll get a little soapy and dive just for another minute. I mean, look at biblical texts, not just the Bible, but all religious texts. Did that just stop the writing of religious texts and people with experience, prophets and stuff? Did that just stop? I know a lot of their accounts sound and are explained or depicted in such a way that makes them look like UFOs or entities, or paranormal, which seems to be related to UFOs, the paranormal. And if you had asked me a few years ago, you got to show me I got to see it to believe it. I mean, UFOs, I'm pretty much sold on, whether it's our technology or, some other non-human intelligence is up for debate. But they're certainly real. And the government, certainly parts of the government certainly know something. And obviously most of the information can't be obtained because it's in the hands of private military contractors like Lockheed Martin or Boeing, Raytheon, General Electric, General Dynamics, all these companies. They don't want to give up what they have with their reverse engineering. But I guess I'll just I'll leave it at that for now. There's plenty more to come. If you haven't seen the Age of Disclosure, the documentary on Prime, watch it. It's great. If you don't have Prime, you can actually watch it, I think, on like 1, 2, 3 movies. That's where I saw it. But it's really good. And another data point, or many data points, you can find is on the secret of Skinwalker Ranch. And I hate bringing that up because it roll eyes, you know, cue it, roll eye. But they have a lot of data at Skinwalker Ranch, and just blatant happenings, if you will, that are unexplained. And whatever this phenomena is, it very well seems to be intelligent and can almost predict what their test is going to do, or somehow act in a way that thwarts their activity, thwarts their ability to perform tests, or it has like jokester, prankster type attributes, and including what some people call the skinwalker, or shape-shifting animals. And the shorts on YouTube don't do it justice. Some of them do, but actually watching the show, when you see what they come up with, it's phenomenal stuff. But in the sake of keeping this a 10-minute video, I'm going to end it right here. And in the future, we can talk some more about this, guys. And let's root for disclosure. Steven Spielberg's movie Disclosure Day is coming soon. Don't confuse that with Age of Disclosure documentary. But anyways, that's that. Frederick Bump signing off, guys. Have a good one.